Hello everybody, welcome to Zjef and the quest to build a vertical farm. Today I'm going to talk about a book, and the book is called ReGrowth by Mark Horler. The subtitle is Vertical Farming, of course it's vertical farming, community gardening and urban renewal. This book is basically about regrowing a city economically, ecologically and socially. And important side note, Mark Horler is now the UK regional manager for the Association for Vertical Farming, so he's a colleague of mine and I'm pretty honored to be working together with him. Personally, I really like the book. I think the regrowth model can work. I'm pretty sure I know it can work. Before I tell you why I know it, I of course have to explain to you what the regrowth model is. And that model is actually more of a proposal on how to regrow cities who need regrowing. That's kind of obvious, of course. Mark visits a couple of them in the UK, and one example that really stuck with me was Grimsby. Grimsby is a port in the UK that in the 50s and 60s had great economical growth due to the fishing industry. However, in the beginning of the 70s, that industry went down due to overfishing and due to the fact that Iceland really didn't like the overfishing near their island. So now, 30 to 40 years after that industrial economical downfall, the Grimsby still hasn't fully recovered. So what do you get in cities like Grimsby that have suffered economical collapse? Well, you get a lot of decaying buildings, you get a lot of old industrial sites and buildings that are not used anymore. You get low employment rate, you get poverty, you get people leaving, and you have very low social engagement. Entering the regrowth model. To put it simply, regrowth is two things. On the one hand, you have a very strong and stable industry. On the other hand, you have community engagement. You regrow your city socially. So for the industry, for the economical regrowth, you get vertical farming. Why is vertical farming good? Well, you put it in the old industrial buildings that are empty and not used anymore, and you attract and inspire a lot of extra entrepreneurialism. You get the restaurants that will definitely want to use the vegetables from the vertical farms. You get the grocery stores that also want to do it, and from that, something new will grow. On the other hand, vertical farming also brings high tech. Vertical farming is high tech. So you attract a lot of people who want to experiment and who want to do technology. Next to that, next to the industry, the new and better strong economy, you also have to do community projects. Engage your community, get people inspired, that's how you do it. And what better way to do it and to combine it with extra biodiversity and green is to do community gardening. And with that, I have a lot of experience. I live in Ghent, and Ghent is practically the capital of social projects and community engagement. It's crazy what's happening here, but it's a perfect example of what happens when an inspired and educated population comes together and does things. It's really crazy, and that's why I know the regrowth model can work. Just educate and inspire, and that's what I'm going to do today. Go to regrowth.org, visit Mark's website, check out his book, buy his book, read his book, and be inspired. And for the rest, I thank you all for listening, and there's only one thing to say. Keep on inspiring and keep on growing. See you.